Hey guys, Big Country Southern Reaper Outdoors. How y'all doing this evening? I got a few messages about catfish tackle. What do you use? What tackle? What hooks? What sinkers? What all works best for the rivers? Every river is a little different. It's like Cold River and Canal River. You fish them two different ways because you got different currents, different pockets of water, different depths of water, if that makes any sense. But we'll talk about the basics right now. Alright, so you want to get into fishing on Canal River. Okay. Alright, your main sinkers are going to be coin sinker, bank sinker, and a no-roll, and the cannonball. Or if you get them days, hey, there ain't no current, or you don't even have a .1 current, just barely moving. They got the lock shut down, there ain't no currents. You can even throw a small egg sinker on there. As long as it gets the bait to the bottom, that's fine. Alright, you asked me what kind of hooks I use. I got these hooks at the Catfish conference from a great group of guys. Chubby Fish Outdoors. They're an 8/0 circle hook with a slight offset to them. I love them. If you're wanting to get into it, it's the best hooks you can get. Trust me. I've had them snagged. I've had them hooked into big fish, and I've not bent, broke, or damaged one of these hooks. They're razor sharp. Alright. Alright. We're going to talk about rigging gear. Of course, I'll give you a little tour of my gear I got for right now. I got 4 ripping lips, 3 bait casters, and a spin reel. And I'm just going to show you my little river beater I got here. Okay. Be the one I'll demonstrate all this on. Alright, first setup I'm going to show you is, let me let some more line out, be right back. Alright, how do you rig your rigs up? Alright, say we're going to use a no-roll example. Take a no-roll, put it through the eyes. Make sure you always put a bead underneath your no-roll. Why is that important? Because most gear that I use will have a swivel. Okay, I tie my swivel on there. What's that do? Hold on, I'll show you. Sorry about that. Line's a little slick. My hands are sweating. It's a little warm in the garage today. Let me get it back through here for you. We'll get on with the show. Of course. Alright. Take a no-roll. Put it through there. See? Alright. Take a bead. Just a little old regular catfish bead. Or any bead at the craft store, as long as it's got a small hole. Will help. Alright. You got your swivel. I'm going to get to why this is important later. Alright. Take your swivel. Tie your knot. Don't matter. I tie a regular knot I've tied all my life. Lost very few fish. Alright. Now you want to know why that bead comes in handy? Okay. There's your swivel. There's your knot. You ain't got that lead beating on your knot. That plastic bead helps a lot. Or, alright, you thinking, okay, plastic ain't going to help you that much. Okay. You can go to Chubby Outdoors. Great group of guys. They got rubber beads. Okay. The rubber beads, I'm really liking them. That's the first time I've ever heard of them or even tried to use them. I like them. take a beating out of all your knots. Make your knots stronger. You won't lose no fish that way unless you get hung up. Or you do what my daughter does and jerk a circle hook still, which she's only 9, so she's learned. Alright. Tie your regular knot on your swivel here. There's your swivel. You're tying your main line to it. I'm just going to tie a quick knot because we're just demonstrating. Alright, there's your rubber bead. Chubby Outdoors. That takes a lot more beating and it takes a lot more punishment out of that knot. Which the rubber bead and the plastic bead, they both work. Don't get me wrong. But these little plastic rubber beads that Chubby's got, they're awesome. I love them to death. Alright, so you're asking me, okay, what's the swivel for? You'll cut you a 2-piece, probably a 2-foot piece of heavier line. So you're using 20-pound main line, you want to use a 50-pound leader. Because if you're getting hung up, or if you're fishing brush for big flatheads, big blues, and rocks, you want to use a heavier main line because that's where all your line's going to take a beating unless your main line gets wrapped around the log. Then you'll take a beating on it. Alright, I got 50-pound Berkeley big game. Okay, you're asking me, why do I have a bobber? What's the rattles for? What this bobber does is float your bait off the bottom. Okay, what's the rattles for? Vibrations in the water, because if you're using cut bait, you're not going to get much vibration. You'll get the smell off the cut bait, the oil, the blood, and etc., but you won't get the vibration. Now, there's 2 or 3 different ways you can rig these up. I'm going to talk about them right now. You can rig them up like that, or what I like now, since I found chubby fish, they got chubby knockers. Okay, what's a chubby knocker? It's a spook body with rattles inside that floats your bait, no matter a good sized bait, off the bottom, and the vibrations in the water. I don't know if you can hear it. Okay, you're asking me, okay, how do you rig this up? There's 2 different ways you can rig this up, and hold on, I'll show you. Alright, we'll just go ahead, cut the no roll off that way I just showed you. You can take the chubby knocker, you can tie it on the front, like that, just tie your knot, fish with it like that. Don't forget your bead. Or, what I like doing, I'll tie my swivel back on, okay, have me a leader line, and I'll run it through the hole. I'll run it back through the back hole here. Then I'll pull it through like that. Then I'll tie my hook on it. Okay, you're asking me, well, what's that gonna do from keeping the bait from going all the way, putting your chubby knocker back on your bait like this? How can you stop that? You can take a rubber band, wrap it around your chubby knocker to hold it in place. Or you can do the way I got this one, tied up here, put your leader line on the bottom hole, of course about 2-foot piece, and your circle hook. And then you just tie your main line right there. Okay. We're going to talk about tackle. We done discussed what to use, and we talked about sinkers, talked about setups. We're going to talk about inline rattles. Of course, we talked about the chubby knocker. That's another rattle to me. But chubby fish, He's got these inline rattles. I think he got orange, chrome, and a couple other colors. Alright. How many can you put on your leader, you ask? Alright. Let me see here. Hang on, guys. I got some of mine, I got 3 on them. More vibration. The current's moving good. I'd put a lot of vibration in the water. Okay. Now you're asking me, well, I don't have a boat. Can I still use this gear? Yes, you can still use the inline rattles. One, because you'll be fishing current. Well, how much are they? They're not that expensive. They're really great product for the money. Check them out. They're on Facebook, they're on the internet, or message me, and I'll give you the prices of them. Okay. We'll talk about something that I've just got into this year, is dragging or drifting. Alright, you're asking me, what do you do different when you're drifting or dragging baits? You use the same setup, just a different sinker. A lot of sinkers on the market. I make mine. And I'll do a video how to make sinkers, or where can you buy sinkers cheaper and better than Walmart, or you can't find big sinkers at Walmart, or you don't want to pay $2 at Cabela's. I'll tell you where to get them from after that. But right here is a dragging weight. All it is, all I done was take sinkers and tie them together, put my split shot on her. Okay, simple enough, right? Okay, here's a 3-way swivel. Tie your main line here, tie your leader line with your hook on the second one, okay? And on your third one, you want to tie the dragging weight, because that's going to drag the bottom and let your bait be off the bottom of the water, or the bottom of the river, sorry. So you're dragging along. Alright, that covers the basics. If you got any more questions, send me a PM, leave a comment, or anything else that you want to add that I missed.